When was the last time a TRON game actually felt like the future? After decades of neon nostalgia, awkward movie tie-ins, and more forgotten spin-offs than the MCU, TRON. Catalyst finally lands with something new, a tight, clever RPG-Lite that asks what if the grid was built for your Steam Deck? Is it the digital comeback this legendary franchise deserves, or just another blip in cyberspace? Welcome to Veteran Game. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more brutally honest reviews and deep dives. Let's check in. TRON Catalyst is a game that knows exactly what it wants to be. Developed by Bithell Games and published by Devolver Digital, this is a 2-5D isometric action-adventure set in the TRON universe. Instead of going for blockbuster sprawl or open-world bloat, Catalyst gives you a punchy 8 to 10 hour experience, no filler, just pure grid action. You play as Exo, a courier in the city of Vertical Slice, a name so nerdy you can practically hear the devs snickering. After a package blows up in your face, you're yanked into a time loop, gain wild glitch powers, and suddenly have the fate of the Arc grid riding on your every move. You'll face off against corrupted programs, battle a sinister guard named Khan, and because this is TRON, rip around on light cycles and hurl identity discs at anything that gets in your way. Let's get this out of the way. You don't need to be a TRON expert. Sure, there's some deep-cut lore, but Catalyst comes packed with a codex that spells out all the factions, locations, and digital mumbo-jumbo. Whether you're a total newcomer or a TRON diehard still waiting for that mythical Legacy 4K release, you'll be up to speed in no time. So, what's the gameplay loop? Think classic action-adventure with modern indie polish. Combat is simple but satisfying. You've got just one permanent weapon, the identity disc, but it's surprisingly versatile. Throw it like a boomerang, slash up close, block attacks, and with the right upgrades, pull off some pretty wild moves. As you progress, you'll unlock more disc abilities by collecting data shards hidden throughout the levels or awarded for skillful play. The parry system deserves a shout-out. Nail your timing, and you can annihilate enemies in one hit, especially if you've tricked out your skills. Maybe a little too powerful, honestly. Long-range disc throws, kinda weak. But let's be real, parry-centric combat in a TRON game just feels right. It's all about fast reflexes, digital style, and neon carnage. Outside of combat, the game channels some Metroidvania energy, new abilities let you revisit old zones, open shortcuts, and uncover secrets. You can explore 4 main areas, usually on foot, but sometimes on light cycle, which gets a big glow up here. Early on, the light cycle is just a fast way to travel, but later it becomes a legit weapon, turning chase scenes into chaotic, neon-soaked dogfights. Is it the classic arcade light cycle? Not exactly. Instead, it feels like Mad Max on the grid, dangerous, fast, and just unpredictable enough to keep you grinning. Here's the clever part. Catalyst is built around time loops. Mess up, die, or want to try something different. Loop back, keeping your character progress and key upgrades, but resetting the world. You'll never lose hours of play, and you're encouraged to experiment. Unlike some loop games, the mechanic here is user-friendly, not a punishing gimmick. It makes death feel less like a failure and more like another way to solve the puzzle. Let's talk presentation. On a technical level, Catalyst runs buttery smooth, crisp 60 FPS, gorgeous neon art that really pops on OLED, and a style that finally brings TRON's cyberpunk world to life. Animations are a little limited. Most dialogue is static sprite work rather than cinematic cutscenes, but honestly, it fits the game's indie scope. Voice acting is solid, the writing is tight, and while the characters aren't especially memorable, the world feels lived in. The music, it's what you want, synthy, futuristic, and absolutely pulsing with TRON energy. And the story. Think big sci-fi themes, oppressed programs rising up, emergent AIs, new factions who question whether users even exist. It's a direct continuation from Bithell's previous visual novel, TRON, Identity, but you won't feel lost if you skipped it. The codex keeps everything clear and the game moves at a brisk pace. You're never bogged down by filler. And you don't have to worry about branching paths or overwhelming choice and consequence webs. This isn't Mass Effect. It's more about the ride, not your final destination. But let's be honest, this isn't a flawless masterwork. Combat, while fun, is a little shallow, and the one-weapon approach won't satisfy players hunting for deep gear systems or hundreds of builds. The parry mechanic is so strong it trivializes most boss fights if you fully upgrade it. There are a few minor bugs, mostly getting stuck on scenery, nothing game-breaking, and the cast could use a bit more personality. This isn't the next Hades or Dead Cells, but that's okay. Because here's the thing. TRON Catalyst is a game that knows its limits, leans to its strengths, and delivers a tight, rewarding ride from start to finish. No open world bloat, number 100-hour grind. Just 10 hours of smart, snappy digital action, perfect for a weekend or a weeknight binge. Is it worth the $25 price? Absolutely, especially if you're craving a stylish action adventure that's equal parts nostalgia trip and indie innovation. TRON Catalyst proves you can make a licensed game with heart, brains, and ambition even if you're working with a modest budget. Final verdict. If you've ever wanted to experience the TRON universe at its best, neon, synths, digital rebellion and all, Catalyst is the game you've been waiting for. It doesn't reinvent the genre, but it finally gives TRON fans something to celebrate. Agree? Disagree? Let us know in the comments if you think TRON Catalyst lives up to the franchise. And if you love deep dives, bold opinions and honest reviews, smash that subscribe button and join us on Veteran Game. Until next time, keep it glitchy, keep it neon, and remember, end of line.